Can I taste your juice?
That's worth what, about $1,000 PayPal transfer?
Per. Yeah,
now,
at least.
Now I got a question too. If we show every one of the Scott's colors, is that $1,000 per color?
We'll give him 10% discount.
10% discount on the
per.
Color. Okay, per.
Yeah.
Let me take some of the colors off the table.
It's only available in stainless steel. You just say the announcer.
What if we actually show Scott in the video?
Oh God! Ooh.
That's
for how many minutes?
I know.
Think of the kickbacks you'll get from having these on.
These are a lot of big questions that we need to know the answers to, but we'll figure it out.
Ready?
Guys, Dimitri.
All right, guys, Smoker Show. We are at ECC Ontario, California, 2019, and look who I have here with me. ST Vapes, Mr. Scott Taylor. Scott, how's it going, buddy?
It's going good, brother. How you doing?
Good. You enjoying California?
Yes, so far.
Is this your first ECC?
No, it's actually not.
When was the last time that you were here?
Now, I wasn't in Ontario. Last ECC I went to was in Detroit a couple of years ago, but this is my first time to Ontario.
Honestly, what do you think of the show?
You know, I'm actually kind of surprised because I'm used to coming to these shows and it being nothing but juice, but it's nothing but hardware here. If you're looking for juice, this might not be the place to come this time for once. So I'm happy to see that actually, because the hardware is what you need to see too in this industry.
Absolutely. I think it's the only show in the US that has, and for us techie guys, obviously it's great that we're not seeing, just 3 milligram or 50 milligram liquid everywhere. We see some hardware. I'm also surprised, we haven't been coming to ECC for a couple of years because it had gotten really out of hand with the booths but it does seem a lot more mature and toned down, at least for us, compared to other shows.
Definitely. Last event I was at was Mohegan, and again, more of a juice situation, barely any hardware, and the atmosphere here just seems different than what it's been at some of the other shows. But we are just at the beginning of this, but so far I'm happy with everything.
Awesome. Speaking of hardware, of course, you made the announcement this past week. You're working with 𝗀𝗃, a great company. We've known Michael and Nick for years. They're just a fantastic group of people to work with. What made you want to collaborate with them to come up with a hardware device?
Well, first of all, I've been working with Michael for a good while over the years, doing reviews for him and just, throwing things off each other. And we started talking about 6 months back, and I said, hey, what about maybe us doing a pod system together? He was down for that, so I gave him my drawings, my work on it. They started working on it, and here we are.
All right, so let's talk about the device itself. Here it is in our hands. These are obviously prototypes here. We do have a working one in his pocket, but let's talk a little bit about the device. So what was your thinking behind creating this?
So first of all, I wanted a device that wasn't the same shape as every pod system you see out on the market. Typically, they're all flat, the tip to them, everything's just flat on. I wanted something more that replicated a cigarette, something that, a nice mouth-to-lung draw on it. I don't want something that's, open lung, anything like that. I'm looking for the new smoker. That's what I'm looking for. I think y'all have kind of got my mindset thinking that we're looking for the people out there that are smoking cigarettes to get them off of it, get them into vaping. And something like direct lung, I don't think is really the answer. I know I started off mouth to lung. Y'all have held true to mouth to lung. And since I've kind of been reborn again with this and enjoying this, I thought of doing this system right here.
All right, let's talk a little bit about the technical. I really do like the round mouthpiece. It kind of looks like a cigarette. It feels like a cigarette. Let's talk a little bit about the technical specs, some batteries, some resistance, and what you're thinking behind the power to the coil.
So I wanted something that was going to be at least 500 milliamp or above for somebody that's going to vape on it pretty hard all day, but this does have 650 milliamp. It's going to come with a 1 ohm mesh coil to it. Again, we're still working on the resistance, well not the resistance, the airflow to it because it's a little too airy at the moment. I want it pulled back a little bit. But I don't want I don't want you sucking on this thing like crazy trying to get something out of it.
Yeah.
I'm looking for that perfect airflow on.
Yeah.
So we're working on that. This was something that was done that I didn't realize was going to happen, but this will not be on the retail version. We're not doing lanyards on there. It's just something I don't think that people are really looking for.
Yeah.
To me, a pod is just something you can throw in your pocket. And let me correct myself, because I know there's some people that are going to say it's an AIO. It's not a true pod system.
Yeah.
AIO. So it does have replaceable coils to it.
So you'll be able to replace the coil and you just pull out your pod. What is the capacity for the liquid?
It's going to have 1.6 mil juice in it. I was hoping for a little bit more, but of course, if you want more, you're going to have to make it a little bit taller. And I think it's perfect height as it is. It's 121 millimeters tall. To me, it feels good in the hand. It's something you can almost let hang out of your mouth if you want to, if you're one of those types. But like I said, a few more changes coming. We're looking around the 1st of October to have retail version out on the market. So if everything goes as planned, October looks like it's going to be the date on this.
You can always put an aftermarket lanyard, something you can just slide in, whatever. You don't have to put it on the device. I think it looks really, really good. I really like the feel of it. I like the tip of it, and I can't wait to start vaping on it. And you know, the Smoker Show is all about devices like this. What can we recommend to smokers to discover vaping and enjoy vaping the way that we enjoy vaping as well too? So more of these products that come onto the market, it's great. And if we had a little bit of something to do to influence the direction that we're going to bring back to the basics and bring more smokers, we're more proud. And we're very proud of you for taking this step, and we wish you nothing but success.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank both of y'all.
Can I taste your juice?